Cathy Tillery.
We are your hosts of The Age with Donna and Cathy. Thank you so much for watching us every day, Monday through Friday, from 1 to 3 p.m. Central, as we get to ride home with you in the afternoon and have an exciting show. We are in the kitchen today.
That's right. We're at Donna's house, and we're in the kitchen, and we are going to make tuna salad. Okay?
We're going to make it, or you're going to
Well,
make
you're
it?
going to help me. Okay?
I'm the man on white today.
She's going to help me. Okay? So, first of all, you want to gather up your ingredients. Okay? Tuna salad. A lot of people don't like tuna, but I used to not like tuna either. And I love tuna salad.
I love tuna salad.
Now, my husband loves tuna steaks on the grill, but I don't like those. I love tuna out of the can. I'm just old-fashioned, I guess. Anyway, so I've got a can of unopened tuna. Now, this is just tuna in water, okay?
Not grease, not
No,
oil.
but you can get tuna in vegetable oil if you want to use that. But it's just healthier in the water. So, and you can use 2 to 4 cans, however much you want to do. My husband is a hefty eater. So, I was thinking I was going to make this up, and I'll leave a little bit for Donna and Phil, and they can maybe fix them a tuna salad sandwich.
Okay.
That's the way I like it. My husband now, he eats it just with Doritos or saltine crackers.
Do I need to start putting these in there?
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell everybody here about what you need to have. Okay. So you need some pickles. Now, my husband loves dill pickles. A lot of people like dill over sweet pickles, or you can use sweet relish. I'm actually using sweet relish, which is just basically sweet pickles.
Yeah.
Because I like it to have that sweeter flavor.
And you're saving a little time. You're not chopping it up.
Yes, but now a lot of times at home, I'll take you can take 2 or 3 thin slices of dill pickle and put it in your chopper and chop it up real fine. And then it's about like this is, because this is already done for me, right? Okay. And also there's a little bit of water there, and I think we've got some extra bowls. So make sure you don't have like that sauce from your salad cubes or sweet relish, whichever you prefer to use. Make sure you don't have that excess juice. You don't want your tuna salad to be runny.
Yeah, then you'll have damp bread, right?
Yeah, then it's not so good. So we've got that ready there now. Okay, and that's about a half a cup. Okay, but now if you do dill pickles, you want 3 or 4. It's really to preference, you know. Of course, you're going to need salt and pepper, and 2 to 4 eggs, depending on how many eggs. We love eggs. I love putting eggs in the tuna salad. So we're going to drop, excuse me, we're going to drop 4 eggs into the boiling water. And while we're waiting on them to boil, Donna, we need to look at a timer, and we need them to boil for about 7 minutes. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on it. And let's say, yeah, so that's good. Now on the eggs, while we're boiling eggs, I thought I'd give this little tip. I boil them about 7 minutes. Isn't that what you do too? But it has to be a rolling boil for the full 7 minutes. If you get your eggs out of the fridge, okay, say you bought them 2 months ago because the egg prices were going up. A lot of people did that. Make sure when you put them in the water that they do not float. If an egg floats on the top of the water, the problem you have there is the egg's probably not any good. So make sure your eggs sink. That's the way my mom always taught to do that. Isn't that the way you cook too?
That's how I learned.
Yeah. So 7 minutes, make sure your eggs sink to the bottom of the water when you first put them in there. Okay. So while the eggs are boiling, see, this is a very quick meal too. And you can turn it into sandwiches or croissants. Or you can even put it in a wrap.
Could you just put it on a piece of lettuce?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tuna salad on a bed of lettuce. That's a very good hit.
Just like you would.
Yes. Yes. Okay. While we're waiting on that, we're going to put all of our ingredients together. Okay. So you'll need an onion. Okay. And I use sweet onions. Or yellow onions, whichever you prefer.
Do you have any tips for not crying when you're peeling onions?
I know. Well, usually I have my glasses on at home a lot of times.
Are you going to be crying?
Glasses are good because they do keep the onion from coming all into your eyes. So, make sure, oh yeah, this is a good onion too. I smell it. It's a really good onion.
Yeah.
Make sure that you get all that peeling off, okay, around your
There's a
onion.
little bit of a film on there. You got that off.
We'll just set that in our little trash bowl right there. Now, your preference, Donna, how much onion do you like in your tuna salad? A lot or a little?
I like it loaded, but don't go by me.
Okay, well, Chris loves a lot of onion too.
But
So,
I feel likes very little.
Okay, so instead you can do a whole onion then or a half. So how about we do a half to make it safe?
Yeah.
That way everybody will like it. And we'll just set that onion to the side because you don't want to waste, guys. You want to put that in a Ziploc bag and stick it in your fridge and use it for something else. Okay, Donna. Now we're going to cut this onion up here.
I can't believe she's not, my eyes would be watering by now.
Mine are a little bit here.
I've heard a lot of different things. I've heard that you can get a match and light it,
Oh, really?
blow it out, stick it in your mouth while you're doing that.
Really? Well, I might just start crying here a minute. I'm glad you all are joining us today in this fun. We're having some fun. But this is, y'all, this is something easy that you can whip up if you're having unexpected company. And you can make it look great. If something has,
keep these in your
yes, if something happens, you have some hamburger buns you want to use because you don't want them to waste, then make some tuna salad sandwiches.
That'd be really good. Picnic. This would be a great picnic.
Oh yeah, what?
But what you need to keep, if you're going on a picnic, it's about to be cool weather, but if you're going on a picnic in the summertime, you need to keep it nice chest.
Yes, yes. Tuna will spoil very quickly. So, I mean, just as soon as we finish, pretty much you want to put it right on in the refrigerator if you're not going to serve it right that minute. I'm starting to cry.
She's got waterproof mascara.
I'm going to cry.
So don't worry about
it. Goodness. Okay. All right, so let's dump our half an onion into our bowl, okay? And I actually have a bowl with a lid so I can just pop it in the fridge.
There you go.
Okay, we're going to just sit on in the sink. All right, now, while our eggs are still boiling, we're about, you said at 15, right?
So we're about 14. 15.
Okay. Now, you can, like I was saying, you can use the tuna in vegetable oil. It tastes really good, but it's not as good for you. Also, what's really good is the albacore white tuna. It's really good for you, but the difference is about $4 in price.
I was going to say cost.
So
turn that over.
You can get 4 cans of just regular tuna and water, which is pretty healthy for you, okay? And you can usually get that for like under $5. So where the albacore tuna is probably going to cost a little bit more. It's probably at least $3 to $5 more. Okay, so we're going to open this can of tuna. And I went ahead and opened 3 of the cans before the show began so that we'd already have that done. We'll set our can up. Always wash your can opener if you're using a handheld one with something like tuna. Now you're going to take the lid and drain your water off. Okay.
Otherwise, you got a soggy sandwich.
Oh, yeah, you don't want that. So now you've got all your tuna here. Okay. All 4 cans you're going to dump in there. And make sure you get every little bit out of that can. You don't want to waste any. Of course, if you have a kitty cat, I'm sure they're probably going crazy right now smelling all the tuna.
Yeah.
My cat goes crazy when I'm cooking tuna in the kitchen. Because I have one inside cat, and he is just a ball of love. Like Donna has a ball of love.
Oh, yeah, that green leaf. Something else. Absolutely. Kathy, while you're getting that ready, let's go on ahead and talk about one of our sponsors.
Yes, let's do, Donna.
Awesome sponsor. Country Inn. Out there in Benton, Alabama. And really some fun. Have some
Oh, I love the vegetable plate. They don't have per se a vegetable plate. They have sides and you can make your own vegetable.
You can actually go there and stay. You can have some fun. There's nothing in holidays. And when you just don't know maybe they just want to privacy, let them stay. Get that.
while we are cooking here, Donna, I think our eggs, do you think they're about ready?
Yeah, still got just
About another minute?
Yeah.
Okay, about another minute. Okay, so we're back in the kitchen now, off that commercial break that we were talking about the Hatter. That's just a great place to eat.
I love it.
So is the pizza place in Center we went to. Maybe we can pull that one up. Can we pull that one up, Donna, so we can talk about Tony and April? Wonderful. Small hometown owners of this great pizza place. They have sandwiches, subs. What was your favorite thing there, Donna?
I like their pizza, and normally I want a pizza dipping sauce, not with this pizza. It's very flavorful. And do you know something? They actually make the breading for everything that day. So the pizza dough and everything, they got subs too.
So good.
Yeah,
French fries. You can call ahead.
And going ahead and call ahead. They got burgers. It's got all kinds of great things. I like the French fries because they're not soggy. I don't know what their secret is. Do you think they'd tell me what the secret is if I asked?
I don't know.
Doubt it.
It's probably the way they fry them. I bet it's probably really good
I wonder
grease.
if it's almost like they're twice fried.
Oh, maybe.
You ever seen that? Twice fried? Yeah, you'll fry them and then put them somewhere, let them cool off and drain real good, put them in again, and that's some more hot grease.
Oh, so that's kind of like a twice baked potato in a sense, right?
Something kind of like that.
That's pretty cool. They're located in Center and in Cedar Bluff. So either place you can call. The footage that we're showing you is the Center location. They have a birthday room or a party room. Any kind of event, really. Be great for parties for the holidays coming up for Christmas.
Oh, absolutely.
That'd be a great little place for your.
Singers. You know, we're going to have music in the Geraldine Park coming up again. Make sure you write this down on your calendar. Kathy's going to be there too. And so it's going to be the
when is that?
The second Saturday of May. It's always the second Saturday
Oh,
of
yes,
May.
I will definitely be there.
Yes, at 4 p.m.
May, pretty weather. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, but right now it's Christmas season.
I know.
And I'm so excited. So this is something you can actually do with leftover other ingredients.
Oh, yeah.
So if you had like leftover turkey or leftover ham, you could actually make this same.
You probably could do. Yeah, you probably could do that.
And
you
you
probably could
always
do
do.
that. Okay, so our eggs are almost done. Almost. While we're waiting on that, now we've got the tuna and the onions. See how dry it looks? You want it to look like that because you're fixing to add the wetness. Okay? You want to add a pinch or two of pepper.
Now, how much is a pinch?
Just sprinkle it. It is a pinch. So you just put the pepper in between your fingers and just roll them, and the pepper will go in there. So about 2 pinches of pepper, actually. And not much salt unless you really like salt. I'm not a salt eater.
Well, you got enough salt too.
I don't like salt because you've got
fish,
salt.
right?
Yeah, because it is canned. So maybe just one little pinch of salt.
Teeny tiny
One
bit.
little pinch of salt.
Okay, I think we're ready now.
And now we're going to have, while Donna's getting our eggs, we're going to add our 1/2 cup of salad cubes, sweet salad cubes. But now remember, you can use dill pickles, whichever you prefer. We'll set that over to the side. Now, once we get our eggs in here, then we'll be able to judge.
I got a quick tip for the eggs.
Oh, yes.
If you'll put some ice in there, put some water, cold water, and put some ice on top, it's going to make it a lot easier to peel.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Or,
Right.
yeah, do that. And I'll also, actually, Donna, leave them under the sink in running cold water while I'm peeling them. That's probably not so good. I'm probably wasting a little bit of water doing that, but
we're going to hear some cute ice running.
She's getting us some ice to go in those eggs. And this is quick and simple. Now, if your children or your spouse or your significant other doesn't like tuna, then don't fix this. Okay, this is not a good meal if they don't like tuna. They have to like tuna.
Okay. Hey, swap it out for chicken.
Yeah, and we're going to crack these eggs, peel them. And then we'll put them back in that bowl right there. And then we're going to smush them up with a fork. Okay? Rinse them off good.
I'm going to crack them like that just a little bit.
And here's
stick
our bowl.
them back down in that cold water. And again, they're going to be easier to do. We should have got some of the girls' eggs.
Did I do 4 eggs or 3? Oh, I did 4. Good.
4.
Good. I wanted to have enough to feed.
See how easy those are? See how you're peeling them really easy?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the ice water.
Yes, cold water is the key to. But make sure your eggs are done now, guys. And there's really no way to check it. You just got to know that you've set that timer for 7 or 8 minutes. Better to go 8 minutes if you can't remember if it was boiling when you started, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to get something. I think I'm just going to use this knife, Donna. And we're going to chop these eggs up, guys. Or you can use a fork, whichever you prefer.
Not a fork.
I think we can get it with a knife, maybe. Maybe so. These eggs look good.
Mm-hmm.
I love eggs. I can eat eggs any time of day.
Oh, I can too.
I can eat boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, fried eggs,
If it's
omelets, you name it. I think everybody loves eggs.
Oh, yeah.
So we're just cutting up these eggs to a little fine little chop here with your sharp knife.
And you can really just add whatever you've got in the kitchen.
Yeah.
If you had bell peppers, that'd be good in there too.
Yeah, now if you like peppers, yeah, a lot of people do add peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, you see that made quite a bit of eggs. So that's good. That was 4 whole eggs, okay, that we're using in there. Okay. Now, you have to just gently mix these all together because then you'll be able to judge exactly how much mayonnaise you need. I'm not one to always measure. So I'll do a little of this and a little of that. So I always just kind of mix mine because you never know. Sometimes with tuna, sometimes it actually looks like you get more than you do. And then sometimes there's a lot more water in the cans.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually just mix all this up first. There's a little pepper that came in the sweet salad cubes there. Now the chopper, you can also put your onion in a chopper. But my husband doesn't really care. And I don't either. Alright, now you want to add mayonnaise and mustard. Now, don't forget though. Don't just dump it in there. You got to do it slowly. Because if you don't, it'll just be too runny. Okay?
And you can't take away, but you can add, right?
Excuse
so add
me.
just a little bit at a time, maybe.
I turned away from the food and used my hand, thank you. And I'm not touching the food with my hand, okay? So let's have some food safety when you're cooking. Especially if you're preparing for other people.
Especially with flu season coming.
Yeah, you noticed I put my hair up. Yeah, because I was the one cooking, you know. So we're going to start with 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. And actually, you know, there's regular grocery store brand. Foodland.
Yeah. I would go Foodland Plus has some
yes.
great tuna.
So, I mean, you can use the grocery store brand if you want to save some money. And also on the mayonnaise and mustard. You don't have to have Hellmann's and French's. A lot of times I just get the store brand. Especially with mustard.
I think that's coming together pretty good. But let me mention this. When you're putting ingredients together, the altitude you live in has a lot to do with the amount of glue, I'm going to call it, that you're adding here.
All right, so now this is my 2nd tablespoon of mayonnaise.
And that's a pretty heaping tablespoon, too.
Okay. So we're going to add that. Now, some people don't like mustard, but I was never a big mustard fan, but I actually love mustard in my tuna salad. And I actually use it in my potato salad. My mother's old German type potato salad recipe at Christmas time when I make it.
Oh, that's good stuff too there.
So now on the French's, on your mustard, you're just going to add a few squirts. Okay? Because you don't want to add too much mustard because you can't take that back. When it starts looking a little discolored there, a little yellowy.
That's the wrong thing, right?
Yeah, you can't go backwards. You'd have to just keep making more tuna salad. You'd be in the kitchen all day. No, you don't want to do that. So I just added basically 2 big squirts into
So if I accidentally added too much, just get another can, drain it.
Yeah, and then you can add some more.
That'll work.
You can always do that. And if you wanted to make it go a little further, you know, you can actually add a couple more eggs to it because the eggs.
Grapes would be good in there too.
I don't know. Well, it might be. That's really good with chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now, Donna, I need to get a spoon. She's going to be our tester.
I'll be glad to be the tester.
Okay, so we're going to let her test and see, because I usually tell my husband, okay, let me know, does it need more salt, more pepper? And he'll say, no, I think that's fine. It needs another square of that mustard. So we'll let Donna be our taste tester.
I wouldn't do anything different.
Is it good?
Leave it alone. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great.
It's got a really, really good taste to it.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't drown it. Some people drown it.
Oh, and
in
you
the
see it's still
mayonnaise.
nice and dry looking. And actually, if you make it where it's not runny, if you really drain the water and the pickle juice and don't put too much mayo and French's mustard, then you actually can save this.
Mm-hmm.
So you could use it for today for lunch, tonight for supper, tomorrow for lunch or supper.
Put it on some lettuce.
Yes, but now with
Like a
tuna, I don't think I would use it after. I actually use a lot of foods. You have the 3-day rule. With tuna, I say 2 days, today and tomorrow, and that's it. Throw it out because you don't want seafood can make you
that's
sick.
gonna be thrown out.
No, seafood can make you sick. You know, so make sure if you. Especially during the holidays, if you set like shrimp out, if say you've got a shrimp platter or something like that, and if you leave it sitting out on the counter, the rule 2 hours, then you got to either put it in the fridge or throw it away.
Well, usually what we do though, we'll get a big bowl and put
Uh-huh.
ice in it, and then put the platter on top of the ice, and then that helps.
Yeah, that keeps it cold. Keeps it real cold. All right, Donna. Now we're going to actually start another dessert. Do you want to do the other one?
Let's go ahead. I'll let
All
you
right.
do the other.
Yeah, if
How
you'll
about
bring it over. This is a very simple one. We won't have time to show you the end results today, but we will on another show. How about that? Okay. I'm going to let Donna take this now. You can actually, to make this look pretty too, you can add a little more pepper on the top and maybe even a little paprika. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Now,
paprika
I think we
makes
have
it
enough
good.
time
And
to do the...
paprika, okay, got time.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to put this in the microwave. No, it's actually soft enough.
I
Okay.
softened it.
You had mentioned about getting some spray, but
Right.
I don't use it. I always use butter. And let me tell you the reason why I use butter is because it's, first of all, it's not going to stick in there. And I'll just use my fingers. My fingers are clean. And so just use some.
There's just a little trash from the dishwasher, I think.
And then just all I do is just get the butter, and it needs to be room temperature. If it's not room temperature,
You see what she's doing, guys?
If it's not room, what you can do is just put it in the microwave just for a few seconds. And what that's going to do, see right there, I'm putting plenty, especially around the corners. You want to make sure you got it around the corners, because that's where, if it wants to stick, it's going to be like right in there. So that's just about a tablespoon of butter, and that's plenty enough right there. It won't stick. And
you know how old this pot is? This is Corningware. This was my
I've got my
grandmother's.
grandmother's.
That was my grandmother's. Okay, now for this is very simple. Okay, you ready? So we don't have much time left. You want a stick of butter. I need a cup of milk. Miss Donna, if you'll please get us a cup of milk and your favorite fruit. Okay, this is blackberries I got at the supermarket, but you can also use 1 can of your favorite fruit. 1 can of peaches, 1 can of cherries, whatever your favorite fruit is.
Oh, blueberries.
Blackberries,
Awesome.
blueberries, peaches. This is an easy cobbler that I do all the time. I've done it for years for my children. My husband and son love blackberries, so I do them a blackberry cobbler. Also blueberry, because a lot of times they can't tell the difference until really they start eating it, okay? If you go with the sour fruit, though, make sure on a sour fruit that you add extra sugar. We need a cup of sugar. Let me get my sugar and flour over there, Donna. And my little cup be good, that purple thing. All right. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do here is we're going to have a cup of milk.
You put that in first.
It's really simple.
Okay.
A cup of sugar. We've got some, of course, this is just the store brand.
Store brands are good. Go to Albertville Foodland Plus.
And you can actually do your cup of sugar kind of a heaping cup. okay? Because this is fresh fruit, so it doesn't have any packaged sugar in it. No
There's
corn
no
syrup.
pectin or anything
So I
like
add just
that.
a smidge extra since it is fresh fruit. We'll set that aside, Donna. And then I need the flour right here. And with this, you can go ahead and stir. That wasn't my tuna salad, was it? I hope not. Okay, you can go ahead and stir up your milk and sugar, okay? So you've got a cup of sugar, a cup of flour, a cup of milk, and now I'm going to add my cup of flour.
Is it self-rising?
Self-rising
Okay.
flour, guys. You don't want to use plain flour,
Yeah, so you
okay?
have to add some salt. And
Now, if your husband's like mine and he loves it a little bready, you add a little extra flour.
Oh, okay.
So about a cup and a half, actually.
Okay.
Okay? I add a little extra. Now then, we're going to dump that in there. We're going to mix all this up. And Donna, we need to melt this butter. So can we just stick it in this cup and throw it in the microwave? It's just, we're using our hands because we're cooking. You got to get your hands in it a lot of
That's the fun part
times.
of it.
So while she's doing that, we'll take about probably 30 seconds or so. Because we're almost out of time, but I think we've got enough time to get this done. We're going to dump the butter in here, guys. And then you will not stir it again. Put your oven, preheat your oven to 350, okay? And set your timer because every oven is different. So I would set it for 350 for about 45 minutes and check it. If your oven gets really hot, I would do 40 minutes. If your oven does not, then just set it on an hour. I usually cook mine at home on 350 for an hour. That way the top gets a nice brown crust.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Okay, now we're going to add our stick of butter. So now, there you go. That's all the ingredients, guys. A stick of butter, a cup of flour, a cup of sugar. All right.
And a stick of butter. Then you're going to put your fruit in
And
there.
now your favorite fruit. Okay.
You can maybe mix fruits if you want
Oh,
to.
yeah. Now, you do not stir once you put your fruit in, though. Do not stir it, okay?
Oh, those are nice, big.
And these blackberries have got a lot of water content, it feels like. So I hope it doesn't make it a little bit too runny. But
well,
that's okay.
It's had this and the paper in there, so that's going to help. So
sometimes it's actually better because then
oh, there's one you left.
you need some vanilla ice cream.
Yes, you
Get it ready for this, okay? Now, can you see what that looks like, guys? We're almost out of time, 20 seconds. You see what it looks like? Okay, now the next time we do another few recipes on there, I'll bring the finished product.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Thank you so much for watching.
Have a
Thank
great
you so
evening.
much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye-bye.